Welcome back class! Nandito pa rin tayo para sa continuation ng lesson 1 natin, which is about the assemble of computer hardware. So last week I discussed the different categories or types of computer. So it will be categorized into two according to configuration, and then the one is the according to size. So now we'll be discussing about the planning and designing a personal computer. So the objective for our lesson is about number 1 is to identify the different factors to consider in planning and designing a personal computer. Number 2 is to plan and design a personal computer, and then number 3, give importance with the essential components when designing a personal computer. So yun yung mga objectives natin na dapat ma-attain natin for this lesson. So now dito na tayo sa different factors to be considered when designing a home-built computer. So, ano-ano yung mga important things na napapaloob dito sa planning and designing a personal computer. So, number 1 is yung cost, yung intended use, number 3, operating system, number 4 is yung reputation, number 5, lifespan, number 6 is yung personal preferences, and then the compatibility. So yun yung mga factors to consider. So number 1 is yung cost. So yung cost, how much is your budget allotted? So kailangan nating malaman kung magkano nga ba yung maximum amount na kaya mong ilaan para sa pagbili or pag-setup ng isang personal computer. So ito yung first step in planning your new PC to get a budget. Siyempre, budget ang pinakauna natin. Kailangan nating mag-decide kung how much yung afford natin to spend on the entire project. So para later on, you can use this budget to help you make decision about individual components. So siyempre, nasa inyo yun guys, kung bibili ba tayo ng isang setup na home build na, or bibili tayo ng iba't ibang parts, and then later on, saka tayo mag-assemble. So kailangan cost is one of the most important thing to consider. Next is yung intended use. Ibig sabihin, what do you plan or doing with the machine? So kung saan mo gagamitin yung i-assemble natin na personal computer. So if you only want to run office applications or magsasurf ka lang ng internet and other low pressure tasks, then you can save a bundle of selecting components. Siyempre low cost lang yun kung yun lang naman yung gagamitin natin. For example, for education, siyempre hindi naman natin kailangan ng mga high power components, or depende na lang kung ano yung pinaka-specific for education. Siyempre meron tayong iba't ibang applications na iraran, so doon tayo magdedepende kung ano-ano yung mga parts na bibilhin natin. And then number 3 is yung operating system. So isa pa to sa i-take consider natin kung how much processing power do you need. So dito yun sa operating system papasok. So a kind of any components you buy will come with drivers for most recent versions. Syempre yearly or even a month meron tayong mga new versions na lumalabas. Depende sa operating system na nilabas natin. Pwede tayo maging Microsoft, Apple, or yung iOS, Android, or ano-ano pang available sa market. Next is yung reputation. Ano yung reputation? What people are saying about the project you are purchasing. So, syempre, kailangan nating manghingi ng iba't ibang opinion dun sa mga user na bago tayo bumili ng isang product. So, as you begin to lay out your new personal computer, it is better to check the reviews. So yan yung sabi ko, kailangan natin mag-check ng reviews sa news group and message board to see what are other think of the component you are considering. So kailangan natin yung reputation ng iba't ibang brand. Next is yung lifespan. Ano yung lifespan? So how long do you want the computer to last? Siyempre, pag bibili tayo ng isang product, as much as possible, kailangan na yung pangmatagalan na. So mahirap yung bibili lang tayo for a short time, then bibili na naman sa susunod. Siyempre yung lifespan isa rin sa mga factors na magandang i-consider. So kailangan pag bibili tayo ng isang technology or isang gadget, kailangan yung lifespan maximum level na. So, hardware advances that makes a component forefront this year must just almost satisfy the minimum system requirement for a software release for a new few years from now. If you can afford it, selecting the most current components available may enable your computer with an extra year or so of life. So kailangan, sabi dito sa statement, so mas maganda daw na yung bibilihin na nating mga parts or components is yung mas pinaka-latest na, kasi may advantage daw siya na pwedeng mag-extend yung lifespan ng isang component. So next is yung personal preferences. So of course, bago tayo bumili ng isang gadget or ng new technology, sa simula pa lang meron na talaga tayong gustong bilhin. It's either a brand or anong type, anong specific na unit. So yun na yung personal preferences natin. So kailangan nagbasa na tayo ng iba't ibang reviews and opinions regarding dun sa personal preferences na gusto nating bilhin. So yun yung personal preference. And then the last is yung compatibility. So yung compatibility, some components simply don't play nicely with each other. So ibig sabihin, kung bibili daw tayo ng isang product, mas maganda daw na yung iba't ibang application is compatible na dun sa gadget na bibilhin natin. So meron kasing ibang brand na masyadong maarte or masyado siyang nanghihingi ng requirement when regarding two different applications na i-install natin. So for example, yung iOS, di ba namimili siya ng mga application na ipi-play. Unlike kapag Android, parang lahat ng applications is compatible with Android. So yun yung ibig sabihin ng compatibility. So class, yun yung iba't ibang factors to consider in designing or building a personal computer. So balikan natin kung ano-ano nga ba yung iba't ibang factors to consider. So number 1 is yung cost. Number 2 is yung intended use. Number 3 is yung operating system. Number 4 is yung reputation. Number 5 is yung lifespan. Number 6 is yung personal preferences. And then the last is yung compatibility. So I hope you understand and gain knowledge regarding our topic for today, which is about planning and designing a personal computer. So doon na tayo class sa activity natin na kailangan nyo ulit gawin or i-comply. So dito sa ating activity 1, so ang direction lang is to start a plan and design your own personal computer by answering the following guide questions. So you can ask your parent or siblings to help you find or search for your ideal desktop or laptop computer. So meron tayo ditong iba't ibang questions, guide questions, and then yung answer. So paano na naman ulit gagawin? Babalik na naman tayo dito. So ganun ulit, activity number 1. Guide question. Copy po ay kakopy natin, copy and answer. So number 1, naka-table to class. Tingnan nyo na lang yung module na in-upload ko dun sa classroom natin. So for example, number 1, guide question. For what and why do you need to build your own personal computer? Give your reason. So your answer sa kabila. So sabi, bakit at ano daw, bakit kailangan mo daw bumili or mag-build ng personal computer? Ano daw yung dahilan? So lalagay mo dito yung answer kung why. And so on and so forth dito sa iba't iba pang questions. Next is yung activity 2. Based from activity 1, so based daw dun sa activity 1, ililist mo daw all the needed computer components with each specification for you to be able to design and build your own ideal personal computer. You can ask any person with background in computer components or specification. So, if not available na may matatanungan kayo, you can do your research through internet. So, pwede kayo mag-research kung ano-ano yung component and of course, yung specification ng component na yon. So, meron ditong 8 numbers. So, siguro pwede na kahit hanggang 5 lang na components and then specifications. So, pwede naman, mas okay din naman kung mapupuno nyo yung 8 numbers na hinihingi. So, ang minimum natin is 5, maximum is 8. So, activity 1 and activity 2. Next is yung check your understanding. So, meron ditong inside the grid, meron dito parang word hunt. Hahanapin lang natin yung iba't ibang factors to consider. So, meron dito mga questions sa gilid, and then hahanapin nyo na dito sa jumbled letters yung mga word na hinihingi. So, meron ulit ditong QR code para pwede mong ma-scan para maging soft copy. Magkakaroon ka kagad ng soft copy nitong sheet na word hunt. So, remember, computers are everywhere. These are computers or sometimes some type of it at home, in school, and at office. So today, most appliances and gadgets are computerized, which means that a program or software runs our cell phones, modern televisions, or even our watches. So it is important for a student to learn how to plan in order to get things done properly. Prevent rush trips to a computer store in the middle of assembly process and to achieve the desired result. The factors to consider are very helpful for the beginners who is planning to design, build their own personal computer. So, very important daw yung iba't ibang factors to consider for designing and planning to build a personal computer. So, after natin nung activity na word hunt, meron tayo ditong post-test. Post-test na. Yung nakaraan, pre-test, diba? May post-test na. So, yung post-test natin is composed ng A and B. Letter A is a multiple choice from number 1 to 10. Answer only. And then, letter B naman, ililabel nyo yung different types of computer. Pwede answer only na lang din to. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, ililabel nyo kung anong types ng computer to. And then, meron na tayo ditong CSS project number 1. Para to sa end ng module 1 kasi. So, magagawa tayo ng research. So, research paper daw to. Sa notebook na lang ulit. Research an old model computer advertisement. So, maghahanap daw kayo ng old model na computer advertisement. And then, kumuha kayo ng copy and then place it on a paper. Then, on the other side of the same paper, place an ad or advertisement of the latest computer possible. So, write about the changes that you notice between the two. So, ibig sabihin, comparison lang to. Magre-research kayo ng isang old model computer advertisement and then ng the latest one. Ipopost mo doon yung dalawang picture and then sa baba maglalagay ka ng description kung ano-ano nga ba yung mga changes na naganap or na-notice mo from old computer to the new one. So yung question number 1 lang ang gagawin nyo. Number 1, the number 2, and the number 3. And then after nun is yung reflective learning sheet. Dito, meron na ditong I learned that. So, dudugtungan mo na lang to kung ano nga ba yung natutunan mo dito sa module 1 na na-discuss na natin for 2 weeks. So, ganun ulit class. Magpo-post ako ng link doon sa Google Classroom natin and then take a picture or take a file ng inyong answer and then ipopost nyo ulit doon. So, anything na hindi naintindihan, you can replay or watch this video again para mas malaman mo pa yung mga instruction na gagawin para dun sa activity natin for this second week. So, dito na mag-e-end ang discussion natin para sa module 1. Have a good day, class.